Hey, hello. I'm here again with a new script. Uh, this is the first script that I do for native instruments. And what we have here is the MASCHINE MIKRO Mk2. I believe this script can be adapted to work with other versions of the machine. For example, machine Mark II, or also the old versions, or even the newer versions. But of course, in order to get it to work, you will need to map uh, the controls to be on the same data. Okay, so my script consists of several different knob pages. We have FL Browser, FL Mixer, FL Channel Rack, FL Plug Control, FL Proc Randomize, FL Piano Roll, FL Playlist, FL Menu, FL Setup, FL Colors. Well, as you can guess, browsing in the different tabs here, you will be selecting the different knob pages that are intended to control different aspects of the FL Studio. Okay, in the pad pages you will have pad A, FL, FPC, and classic controls. This pad A is the first one. It will have three different modes. So normal pad will send event data nodes. For choosing FPC, you will need to click the sampling button, and then you will be able to control FL Studio as a drum machine and trigger nodes in the different channels up to 16. So you will be able to load up to 16 different channels in the channel rack, and control them with this. And then the classic control is by holding select and choosing the pad here. And this only works when you are in FPC mode. But what you will do here is I try to keep the functionality that is described on the machine itself. So we can see here undo, redo, compare, split, quantize. So all of these controls I try to keep it as closer as possible to the real function that is described on the MIDI controller itself. But it has some different things because of course it doesn't, for example, undo and redo will work, as expected, but I don't have any compare, so compare is disabled, split is disabled. You can map it if you want. Those are free to map. Quantize, it's quick quantize, so this one will do the quick quantize. Of course, if you have something on the piano roll, as you have seen when I push the button, it selected piano roll, because the intention of this is quantizing the piano roll. The other quantize, it's free, so you can map it as well. So those three are free. Quantize 50% and compare and split, those three are available, so you can map it for your purpose. Then notch plus and notch minus will be to do precisely what it describes. So notch up and notch down, like in the transport mode. Okay, clear is set to cut, clear auto is set to select, copy is copy, paste is paste. Semitone up and down are gonna be your zoom. So for browser, For browser, for piano roll, and for playlist, let me show it. You will be able to zoom in and zoom out, and with Octave as well. You can, but you will zoom the horizontal or vertical view. So this is for zooming horizontal, and this is for zooming vertical. Okay, and you will do the same with browser and playlist. So very interesting, right? Okay, so that's what you can do basically with pad A. With pad B, there is only two modes, and it's blue. As you can see, it's blue. What you can do with pad B is to select directly a channel and show it. So I press 1, I show the insert one, and so on. So you can show the different, the different channels, up to 16 again. So that's the other function of pad B. Pad C, mixer, you will be doing the same, but for the mixer. Again, all of this will work when you have the sampling on. It only works with sampling on, and you will be able to select the different inserts. So for example, if you have a plugin here and you select again 13, you will be able to pick up the plugin and show it. As you can see, the plugin is focused. Okay, alright, so all of this will only work when you have the sampling enabled. Alright, so now let's see again. Pretty much you can see everything that you can do with the native instruments controller editor. So you will know what is the control. So here this control, this control, this control, this, all of this control that has a layout, that has a text, are used. This, for example, is free. This is free as well, and this as well. Those four are not, those 5 are not used right now. I didn't, on the first version, I don't map anything here, but maybe I will put something in the future. So general controls, stop with the restart button. This is left and right. For many appliances, it will do all the time left and right, or try to go and navigate in the UI to left and right. Play, rec, and erase. Erase is cut, is Control X, is cut. Duplicate is paste, so you can cut and paste by using those two. Select, as I mentioned, this one works in combination with this pad A, to do the classic controls. Right now I only use for this one, but in the future I may use it for another things. Okay. What else? Escape, menu, browse, solo and mute. So all of these are general controls. So if you are navigating the different pages of knobs or pages of pads, you will always have these controls. So these controls will never change. Those are not changing. Okay, that's very important to know. Okay, so before I move to what you can do with the knobs, I will briefly explain to you what you can do with FL Transport. So this layout is, it's pretty intuitive, right? You have play, stop, rec, song pad. You have all the controls here on the top, like the metronome, wait for input, countdown. All of this is mapped here on this that you have right here. Until this one, this is the last one, is loop recording. And then you have here snap. You can change the snap from here. And those blue ones here, the dark blue and the shiny blue, are for changing the pitch of the song. So with this one you will change the pitch of the song. I found it like useful to make it like this. So in my case I wanted to put external gear to Fruity Loops Studio, and so I can sync the tempo, adjusting the pitch here. That was the intention of this. Okay. So I show pad A, pad B, pad C, FL transport. This one is CC controls to toggle like on and off. You have 16 here in the A section. In B you have another 16, so you have 32 switches for on and off. In the future I'm planning to remove one and put a step sequencer instead. So I want to change this by a step sequencer, and that will be on the version 2 of this script. Okay, and the last two pages are basically MIDI 3 and MIDI 4, and those are basically the intention of this is to send data of notes to different MIDI channels. So MIDI 4 is channel 4 and MIDI 3 is channel 3. It's that simple. So with this you will be able to control two different instruments, so you can have two separated instruments. And in the future I want to make a function for one of these to control different scenes of this, so we can send MIDI to different channels. So that's my intention here. Okay, so now what is pending to be shown is the most versatile control, I will say, is the knob pages, because you have here many different pages to do many different things in FL Studio. Let's show it. Okay, so right now I am in FL Colors. FL Colors is a small template that I did to change the colors. So right now, if we are focusing the mixer, when I move the knob, I can change the colors. And I have here a shortcut to select the mixer, select the channel, because this has three functions. You can change the channel colors, you can change the mixer colors, and you can also change the playlist colors. So you can customize your FL Studio with this knob page, because you will be able to quickly move around and change the colors for what you have selected. And it's pretty handy, I believe, like this. Okay, next page, FL Browser. FL Browser is very simple. You control the browser, that's it. You can go to the page left of the browser or page right to the browser, and you can activate and deactivate the browser. And okay, if you click, if you push the main button of the knob, you will load directly, but if you press main, you will have the context menu. And control is for escape. Those two are general controls. It will always be the same. And that's very helpful, because you, in combination of the different pages, you will do many different controls. So let's say, for example, I want to load this here. So you can now load different things from the browser with this template. Okay, next one, FL Mixer. When moving the knob, I am moving through the different pages of the mixer. If I press the button, I will be showing what you have loaded in the FX slots. So right now I only have a limiter. Yeah, you can see I can toggle it, I can open and close. With this I open, and with the other I close. Okay, what you have here, you have 4 different things that you can do. One is to maximize and minimize the mixer. It's a toggle. Then you have here, with the combination of those two, you have a third control. The first control is volume. So if you single press this one, you are controlling now the volume of the selected mixer track. Okay, if you press the other, you will be controlling the pan of the track. But if you have the two of those control both at the same time, you will be controlling the tempo of the song. You can see in the navigation bar of FL Studio that I'm changing really quickly the pitch. That's very good. So yeah, these are three options that you can use with these two controls. So if you don't have anything, you will be moving in the mixer. But if you have volume, you will be controlling the volume. If you have pan, you will be controlling the pan. And if you have both at the same time, you will be controlling the tempo. And you will see here on the screen that I put ball on the left, pan on the right, and tempo in the middle. So it makes sense that when you push both, you are doing the tempo. And same things happens with the channel rack. You have again volume, pan, but in this case, when you are pressing both, you have pitch. So let me show you. If I don't have anything selected, I'm moving around the channel rack. If I press only volume, I have volume. If I press only pan, I have pan of the channel. And if I press both, I am changing the pitch of this current channel rack track. But this layout of channel rack has another function, and is the FX track. So right now I have selected the kick, and I press FX track, and I move the knob, and I'm changing the target mixer track for this channel. So I can select any channel on the mixer from here. So that's very good. So you can map your different channel racks to different mixers without using the mouse. Okay, so that's basically what you can do with the channel rack, FL channel rack page. Let's move to the next page. FL plug control. This is intended to control different parameters for plugins, and I want to show you this by loading a plugin without using the mouse. So I'm gonna go to FL setup, and I'm gonna add a sampler, something, Citrus, I don't know, Citrus for example. Okay, going back to FL plug control, I press param 1, I will be controlling the parameter, whatever the parameter is. I mean the first or the second. I mean, you will be controlling different parameters. Yeah, I know what happens here. With the knob, when I move the knob and I don't have anything selected, I am choosing the different FX slots. And you can see here on here, you will see the slot. Look, you will see the slot. Slot 1, slot 2, slot 3. Oh, you have many slots, and this is for controlling different parameters. So if you can see I'm moving this, but if I change the slot, I will be moving another thing. I did this so you can I mean, start investigating what you will be able to control. For example, right now I'm controlling master pitch with parameter 1, with parameter 2 volume attack. But if I change the slot, I will be controlling other parameters. So plug control is for controlling parameters. But I have added another page for working with this one. This is FL plug control, and if you go to the next, you have FL plug randomize. The intention of making randomize It's for, I don't know, I did this for being able to, you know, to instantly have different new sounds. So for example, I'm gonna change the preset to something, for example this sound, right? I can copy the parameters of this sound. So right now if I click on the copy, I copy it on a clipboard. I copied all the parameters of this preset. So if I put another preset, I can paste the parameters of the preset that I copied. So listen, right now I don't change any parameters, so it sounds like this. If I paste the parameters of the other preset, it will sound different. You see, now it sounds different. So the intention of this is to, you know, to apply different parameters to different sounds, so you can get, of course you will need to play a lot until you figure out something cool, but you can make, I mean, new sounds with this, copying parameters from one preset to another preset. That's the idea, and it's not my idea, it's something that I took in the forums of FL Studio, and I want to give credit for this to the creator. So the creator is Dustractor. He has made this parameter randomizer. I just added the parameter randomizer to my script, and at the end the other function that you can do is randomize. With this button you will randomize, and you can see how it's, look, I mean, see how it changes everything instantly. It randomizes everything, and of course you will maybe need to click like 1,000 times until you get something interesting. But at the end, it's the intention of this is to make instant presets on your own. That's the idea. Okay, so I showed this. Now let me go to the next one. It's FL Piano Roll. This is again the same. When you are on a page and you move the knob, boom, you are in the place that you are expected to be. In this case, piano roll. I'm controlling the piano roll. I can go up and down. I can go again and use the controls here on the top. We have menu. With the menu, oh man, you can load, I mean, see how many things you can have here. You can do the snap, I mean, you can randomize, you can copy paste, etc, etc. You can do many things. Okay, channel up and channel down are intended to change the channel that you have selected. So with this you will be controlling different channels in the piano roll. By the way, this is not yet completely done. I need to do some improvements for the next version. Okay, next page, FL playlist. With this one, moving the knob, you will be selecting the different patterns. So right now I only have one pattern, but if I have like 20 patterns, I will be moving around the different patterns. So let's say, for example, I am in pattern 5, it's completely empty, but you have the controls of mute, and you can mute the track of this pattern, which is pattern 5, and you can solo as well. Solo is here. I found it useful, so you can, I mean, play around with this. That's what you can do with the playlist. Of course, again, if you tweak different controls here, I mean, you will be moving in different areas, and with the different combinations you will be doing many different things. Okay, FL menu. With this one you basically move up and down, so with the knob, but the intention of this one is to just focus on the menu. You have menu option, plugin picker. So if you click the plugin picker, it's showing the plugin picker. In this case, playlist doesn't have any menu, but if I go to channel rack, I press menu, I can see here it has opened something. if I go to the mixer and I click the menu, it will, it will do another thing, right? So and the other one is save program. So with this button you can save a program directly, or save as if you haven't saved. Okay, so that's our shortcut to save your project. FL menu. Okay, next page is FL setup. With this you have 3 options: menu top for going directly to the menu, menu on mixer, so you have a menu on the mixer, and then menu in channels. It goes again to the top menu, but with the difference that you have selected the channel rack, so you can you can be aware of what you want to do. You are in the channel rack, you want to load it's because you want to load a BST or a sampler or whatever. If you are in the mixer, you are probably willing to load, and that's the good thing. You can, if you are in the mixer, you can select before loading, so that will make your life easier, because you are, for example, right now I have selected insert 5 and I want to load precisely effect on this channel. So you have this you have this handy tool to get directly in the mixer track and load the VST, right? Okay, so that's all. I have shown all the different pages of knobs and all the different pages of pads. As I mentioned, this is only the first release of the script, so if you find a bug or something that you want to report, please let me know, because I just created this script like in a week, and I have plans to improve this. As I mentioned, I want to put a scene button here to control different outputs to the pads of MIDI mode, and I want to add a sequencer mode. So yeah, I don't yet have anything for note repeat, but I want to do something like an arpeggiator or a note repeat or something that matches this button. So this is not yet done. The script is already amazing. You can do many things already, so I think it's a pretty good start. So I hope you will find this useful. And yes, to download this script you need to go to the forums of ImageLine and go to the scripting MIDI controllers page and find my Native Instruments Machine Micro script. As I mentioned again, you can use this script with older versions of or newer versions of the Akai the Machine Micro, but you need to adapt the controls to make it work. Okay, I hope that you have liked this video, and thank you for watching.